Imagine this, you are with your squad having the best of times, wiping out the last team, thinking the rest of the lobby are probably just AI. You guys get the wipe and are ready to emote on the opponent. Maybe hit him with a gritty or two. Let's do a squad synced dance maybe. Take a picture. Post it on your social media even. But suddenly, a squad mate gets downed. So you take cover, because that's what your favorite Fortnite YouTuber tells you to do. You peek a little to look at where your downed squad mate pinged. And all you see is a car, so you take it out because you want to take away the other team's mobility. And bam, you got headshot and you are downed. You frantically tell your squad mates to pick you up because if you go down, you will lose your crown. Your heart's pumping like crazy, your hands are sweating, and suddenly a Darth Maul comes flying in from the sky. Your squad mate manages to pick you up, but he gets one pumped. You are 30 HP, so you get one pump too. But it's okay, you are a whole squad. There's no way you get wiped by one dude. You know for a fact your last squad mate got this, but he doesn't. Darth Maul wipes your whole squad, all because you were too happy thinking you won the game, eliminating the last real team. And that was probably what my opponents were thinking. Now, first of all, I would like to thank all of you guys for all of the responses to my last How I Play Solos video. I would never have thought that a small-time YouTuber like me, who just started to take YouTube seriously 2 weeks ago with 20 subscribers, would get 1,000 views on one long format video and gain 30 subscribers along the way. I'm one person. I do not have a team. I get the gameplays, I get the B-roll, I do the narration, I do all the editing with no background or experience in any of this because I'm an engineer in real life. To all of you that watched, liked, and subscribed, a very sincere thank you from the very bottom of my heart, and as a token of gratitude, here is a How I Play Solo vs Squads video. Now let's jump straight into it. First of all, let's talk about the biggest change in Fortnite this past week. Fortnite has enabled shrines to drop shockwaves when you return an air sprite to them. This means you should probably change your drop spot if you drop somewhere with no potential shrine spawn. The only areas on the map with absolutely zero potential of a shrine spawn are the Lawless Season POIs of Crime City, Outlaw Oasis, Shiny Shafts, and Lone Wolf Lair. Other than that, you have a fair chance of finding a shrine fairly near to the POI of your choice. And if you know me, you know I like landing at spots where I can get a car and a slurp truck because I want to waste zero time looting for shields and mobility. So I pretty much only land at Foxy Flickgates or the training center northeast of Magic Mosses. After I loot for a shotgun and AR, I hit the slurp truck to get to full shields and get on a car and beeline to the nearest shrine to get shockwaves. Once you are done with this, you're probably pretty stacked from a loot perspective, so next you need to work on getting the forecast tower. Now we all know how important getting storm forecast is, but it is 10 times more important when you're playing solo versus squads, because positioning and timing is literally everything, and knowing where storm is heading gives you a lot of advantage on positioning. But let's rewind all of this to the start of the game. Like everyone else, I am thanking the bus driver for extra XP, and I'm enjoying the beauty of the map. But that's not all I'm doing. Look carefully at this frame and tell me, what do you see? Those of you who answered forecast tower, correct. Now, as I have mentioned in my previous video, there are 5 potential forecast tower spawns, and it will always be a combination of one on the northern half of the map and one on the southern half of the map. Now, you don't have to spot both of it. All you have to do is really just spot the one nearest to the POI of your choice. To help make this easier, go to your settings and make sure you set your render distance to epic. This is key to making sure you're able to spot the forecast tower spawn from the battle bus. Now back to my previous point, after getting weapons and shockwaves, you need to make a beeline to your nearest forecast tower and secure it quickly. If you take your time, you will get third party by a full squad of 4, and you need to avoid this at all costs. If by any chance you are not able to get the forecast tower, do not be afraid to buy this service off of the Princess Leia NPC north of Brutal Boxcars. In this latest update, you can also buy this service from the Scout Mandalorian at the south of Foxy Flickgates, but that NPC is pretty much the most popular NPC of this season, so do expect a squad to have hired him straight off the bat. This service only costs 200 gold, and you guys probably have a lot of gold this season. And if you do run out of gold, go into Team Rumble and replenish your gold stress-free. I will show this in a separate video. However, if you do not need the forecast tower and prefer to make the mythic AR of the train a higher priority to your game, feel free to take the train if it's near to you. I find that taking the train on solo versus squads is a lot easier than solos because there is not enough loot on the train for a whole team, so nobody really makes taking the train a priority in squads matches. Next, you need to get the Lightsaber and its ability. Now, this ability can be any one of your preference. The one thing you truly need is the ability to run faster and to double jump after a shockwave. The double jump covers a lot of ground and could possibly save you a shockwave, which are very limited in endgames. Now let's talk about loadouts. This is a very hot take, but I do not see the point in carrying heals when you're playing solo versus squads. Because think of it. How much time do you have to heal if you're fighting a full squad by yourself? You either make it out alive or you don't. There is no in between. So my preferred loadout for solo versus squad games is a pump shotgun, an AR, the DMR, a lightsaber, and shockwaves. If I do run out of shockwaves, I will swap that last slot for slap juice because it gives me an infinite stamina for 50 seconds. After you do all of this, you are very prepared for the endgame, so stay calm and let your brain outwork your nerves there on out. Now, there are many ways people play solo versus squads. You can take on full teams head on, or you can wait for them to get distracted by a different team, then take them out one by one without being noticed. Now, unfortunately, my aim is not the best, so I prefer doing the latter. In summary, pick a drop spot with max health and mobility, then head straight to a shrine for shockwaves. Get storm forecast whether it is the forecast towers or via NPCs, get a lightsaber for more movement, and lastly, be patient with your fights, and make sure all fights are 4 1v1s and not a 1v4. Now this last clip is a combination of everything I have mentioned in this video. I'm gonna let it play in actual game audio, and I want you guys to guess what was going on in my mind throughout this whole fight. That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on how we should play solo versus squad games. Now this is not the only way to play. I'm very aware of this. I'm just explaining how I play my solo versus squads. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.